everybody, thanks so much for checking out Branch Out Guitar. I'm John, and today we're going to be talking about slurs and legato techniques, so let's get started. So what exactly are slurs? Well, you may have heard these terms before, but slurs is just a general term for hammer-ons, pull-offs, and slides. And I'm going to show you how to do those properly here so that you get a really good sound. So we'll be here in the key of G, starting here at the 3rd fret on the 6th string. And we're going to use our pentatonic minor scale to demonstrate how to do these techniques properly. So the pentatonic scale is like this again. 3rd fret, 6th fret on the 6th string, 3rd, 5th on the 5th string, 3rd, 5th on the 4th, 3rd, 5th on the 3rd, 3rd, 6th on the 2nd, and 3rd, 6th on the 1st. So let's take a look at just the 1st string here, and I'll show you how to go in between, say, the 3rd and 6th fret here with a pull-off first. So pull-off means that you're going to have a higher note going to a lower note. So in this case, we're going from the 6th fret over to the 3rd fret. So in order to really pull off a pull-off very well, you're going to have both notes fingered. So I would have my pinky here on the 6th fret and then my index finger here on the 3rd fret. So I'd play the first note, the 6th fret, B flat. Now, what a lot of people make the mistake of is they just lift off the string in order to do a pull-off, like that. Now if you're listening there, you can hear how the first note's a lot stronger, and then the second note's a lot weaker, and we want those notes to be as even as possible. This is the biggest mistake that most people make when they're first starting to do this. So when you do a pull-off, you're going to really snap through the string and pull off down towards the floor. So with my pinky, I'm going to pull out downward like this towards the floor. You can almost hear the string actually snap against the fret on the guitar neck. So that's going to really ensure that you get a full sound there and you're not really losing any kind of clarity when you're playing these two notes. Now a good way to practice pull-offs is to go all the way through that pentatonic minor scale, starting I guess here on the 1st string, and then pulling off all the way through the other notes of the scale. And so what you're focusing on doing is as you play, you have both fingers down, snap through the string, then move over to the next string, and then you have to prepare both fingers again, snap down, same process all the way through the scale there. Now, a hammer-on is just the opposite of that. You would start on a lower note. In this case, we'll start here at the 3rd fret on the 1st string, the G, and then we're going to go up to that note, B flat, the 6th fret. So when we do this, we're going to play here the 3rd fret, and then we're going to hammer on. We're going to literally smash our finger down onto this fret here. Now, what you're aiming for here is just really exactness, or really hitting the sweet spot of your finger. You want to really hit right on top of the fingertip, right here. You don't want to be hitting here or here onto the side. You really want to feel pretty much the bone of your finger hitting that string there. And don't worry, your flesh and your skin will pad it so it won't hurt. Okay. So anyway, you start here on the 3rd fret and then aim for that 6th fret. And again, you're aiming to get that real clear, full sound. And that it comes from having a really, really accurate placement of that finger as you come down. So a good way to practice this stuff with this pentatonic minor scale, which you probably already know, is to practice hammer-ons going ascending as you go from the 6th over down to the 1st string, and then pull-offs as you go back down from the 1st to the 6th string. Just a good little exercise with the scale. You probably already know, but you're really focusing on the clarity of sound with those hammer-ons and the pull-offs. And then finally, you have a slide, which is very much exactly it is exactly how it sounds. So say if I was going to play on the 3rd fret, back up to the 6th fret here on the 1st string, I'm just sliding my finger up to that fret. It's just a different kind of sound, but the same kind of ornamentation on that note, or how to connect those two notes. see here, I'm using only my index finger there, but of course you could use any of your fingers to do the same slide. And that's just going to really be dependent upon where you are on the guitar and what you've been playing before and what you're trying to play after. That will determine generally what finger you're going to slide with. But the main thing that you're concentrating on is keeping the pressure, keeping your leverage down on the string as you slide. As you slide, you don't want to relax and then kind of come off, and then you might slide on top of the string, but you've lost the note and you're losing your sound. So as I slide up, I'm still making sure that I push down towards the neck to maintain that sound and give me a good clarity as I reach my goal there. And then the same thing as I go in this direction. I think it's a little easier to ascend on a string with a slide. You get a little less resistance, so you want to make sure you focus probably a little bit more on the descending slide this way, because you're kind of going against the grain, so to speak. So with any of these slurs here, whether it be a hammer-on, a pull-off, or a slide, you can use any finger combination. But remember, with the hammer-on, we're trying to focus on our accuracy of the note that we're hammering onto. We're really trying to hit the fingertip. The pull-off, we're preparing both fingers and we're snapping down through the string, whether it's our pinky, ring finger, or our middle finger. And then with the slide, we're trying to maintain that pressure down on the string as we go either ascending or descending. So that's pretty much it for slurs and legato technique. Be sure to comment below, subscribe and share, and to check out branchoutguitar.com for more information. We'll see you next time.